What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 67 of the XtraSlice, brought to you by the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mayor of Stardew Valley, Chris Montalbano.
RA14, you didn't have to go so hard on the fucking red chocobo.
We got the most degenerate squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
Kai, why are you running around in a lingerie set? I really want to know.
And we got the Akatsuki Durag, Madrid Devon.
Destructive Death, Airtight.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about the PlayStation Plus games for May. We're going to be talking about We Are Caretakers and Lost Soul Aside, which are games Madrid brought to our attention. We're going to be talking about the Apex Arena mode because we got a lot of information about it since last week. We were speculating last week and we got a lot of new information. And we're going to talk about the Monster Hunter Rise update, as well as the Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie, because we've all seen it except Jalen, and Jalen's read it, so he's alright. Yeah, I mean, everybody but you read it,
Read
Chris.
the manga, I get it.
I was just excited to see it animated. Yeah, Chris.
I mean, to be fair, not seeing that ever and seeing it as a movie, it was lit.
It hits so different as a movie. It hits so different.
My God, it was amazing.
I teared up.
From the animation, clearly, you know, that's what it's known for. The voice acting was fucking phenomenal. The soundtrack fucking flames.
Did y'all see it leaked onto the PSN?
Yes.
The other night?
That shit was up there for a while, for $13.
Yeah, like 6 hours.
That is cheaper than what I paid for my ticket. Like, that's a dub. Like, somebody lost their job.
They completely hoed me because it was on the PS4 PlayStation Video app and the Android PlayStation Video app. So I couldn't get it on iOS because I don't have access to an Android device. So it was not available on iOS. And it's also not available on the PS5 video app. So
PS4 niggas, we up.
Like,
yo, PS5 niggas down
like,
bad.
Oh yeah, I'd totally watch it again. Like I'm honestly thinking of going to the theaters and seeing it again, dubbed.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you.
Because I was falling asleep in the middle of it because it was my first day off in like 2 weeks. So damn. I was like,
I feel that. Every
time Tanjiro started falling asleep, I started falling asleep.
That's the whole fucking movie.
Hey man, the hand told me to go to sleep, and who was I to tell the hand it was wrong?
Yeah.
Tanjiro.
You saw what Tanjiro was doing.
Right, I was wearing my Tanjiro kimono. Hey,
right.
Okay, so it's been a long time since I've been able to go to the movie theaters, and it's been even longer since I've been able to go see an anime movie. But you could tell the weebs from the non-weebs just in, like, the area outside of the movie theater.
Yeah.
Because the weebs were wearing, like...
anything anime related.
Shirt? Or Nier. I'm going to group Nier in because I saw
Is Nier
that
not an
Yorha
anime?
shirt that I have. You know...
No.
It's a
Nier's
video
Kingdom
game.
Hearts
It doesn't
for
have an
goths.
anime yet.
I would say video game related almost too.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Call of Duty.
You could be a video game
Then they're not gonna go see
I
that
can
movie.
wear a Call of Duty shirt and watch the Demon Slayer movie and still be a weeb. I do have Call of Duty shirts. But yeah, so the reason I brought it up is because the Demon Slayer movie, it had the biggest foreign language debut in U.S. box office history. So, like, it's already breaking more records within the first week of it being out in North America. Mm-hmm. So it was really good seeing it, like, it beat Spirited Away as the highest grossing Japanese movie of all time. And I remember I had to fill Chris in because we had talked about it on the podcast about how Demon Slayer was beating Spirited Away, and he didn't remember that until that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, you were like, oh, that's that movie? I'm like, yes, we're about to watch that movie. I
instantly got so much more hyped.
Right, I sent y'all the recaps. It was kind of sad
both of them.
that Eric fell asleep so instantly. I was like,
He fell asleep?
Yes, Eric slept through that entire movie. It like
Man,
before they even got on the
that's
train,
why
Eric fell asleep.
I shouldn't have got fucking pork. Shouldn't got popcorn or anything because I was like, I needed to be beside Anton because I feel like I'm going to appreciate this movie and stay up. Man, I was by myself, but I was by myself just being like, this is so dumb.
Right? Getting your mind blown.
Also, I'm crying now.
Yo, fighting back those tears. When everybody started giving their speeches,
the music,
I was like,
really. I was like, especially Inosuke. I was like, how are you crying through a boar mask?
Right. No, when Rengoku's mom showed up, I was like, the feels.
She was just like, I'm proud of you. I was like, I'm fucking done.
All right, y'all, I am about to clock out.
It's cool.
I'm out of here. See you later. Like that whole
So
that
Chris,
whole
have
thing.
you watched
it
any more of season 1 since after you?
Any more of it? No,
How
I
far
haven't had
did you
any
get?
time. I watched the first and second episode.
Ooh. Well,
Yeah.
look here, just to let you know, the rest of season 1 is a just like longer version of how hype and how emotional and how wholesome and all of that the movie was. Like, I know it sent you a recap so you know what happens, but fuck, Chris, I need you to get to episode 19.
I heard about this infamous episode 19. I'm gonna get there.
Episode
I'm actually
19
probably gonna watch it tomorrow while I just play 14.
See, you can't
Look,
just
Unlimited
watch
Budget
episode
Works
19.
just comes out. That's all. That's the main thing you got to know.
What?
The Unlimited Budget Works came out like.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
like some
who
of the
animated-
animation in that movie, I was like, yo, I know this
animated
cost
that
a
movie?
lot.
The movie was UFOs.
It was Ufotable? Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlimited
Well,
Budget Works.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
UFO table.
UFO table.
Yeah. So everybody, like, it's always pronounced as ufotable, but I heard a Japanese interview about the movie like a while back, and both the interviewer and the person from the studio were saying UFO table.
UFO
so that's
table.
just like,
I mean, their logo is a UFO.
table.
So it's not a foldable table. It's a UFO. And no
Foldable?
You
table
could just call them
involved.
Unlimited Budget Works. That's
Yeah, just let them use their noble fantasy.
They did. You saw within the first like few scenes of just scenery in the movie that were like, we're just showing off right now.
oh yeah.
that's pretty much the whole like Demon Slayer anime in a nutshell. It's like, yo, we're just showing off now.
Ufotable was like, oh, you thought we were only good at animating Fate? Watch this shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot they did Fate. Fate looks so good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Specifically the Heaven's Feel movies and the second Unlimited Blade
Okay.
Works anime. The one that's
I'm
on
gonna
Netflix.
be honest with y'all. I actually want to play the game. I want to play the fucking game. I know Anton's gonna get it, so you know what that means. I'm gonna be able to fucking play it, bro.
yeah, 100%.
And that's just about to go down.
Shouting out Jalen for my birthday present. Jalen just like, we were talking about SMT3. I went to the bathroom to take a piss and I came back and he was like, oh, you must have got what I just sent you. And he cash at me to buy SMT3. So now me and Madrid have access, like my pre-order's counting down.
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna cop it on Switch, but yeah, I can play it on PlayStation.
Yep. I'm gonna be playing it on PS5.
Get them trophies.
I actually copped the My Hero 1's Justice 2. Dude, I was so hyped. I just needed an anime video game
No,
to
I
play.
feel you. And like I said last week, objectively speaking, that last DLC pack for fucking Jump Force was heat.
Gojo.
Technically
did you see
speaking.
the Gojo announcement?
Gojo's announced and so is Yuno for Black Clover, like low key.
Wait, the boy?
Like,
No.
The disrespectful thing is like a lot of these characters should have already been in.
The real disrespectful thing is the fact that the game is bad.
Right.
Like the actual gameplay itself.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
not
problem.
good.
Like the
That's
My
the
Hero,
problem.
My
Everything
Hero
else
One
is just-
Justice 2 was acceptable. I played a few fights and actually enjoyed it.
Are you gonna play it again?
Like it. Yeah, it's still installed on my PS5, and the icon, like,
You're not gonna play it again.
I know none of y'all have a PS5, but when you go to the icon, certain games have background music that plays, and up until now, Persona 5 Royal had the best background music. That My Hero 1 Justice 2 background music hits, like, on a different level. Come on, Chris, what is it?
Is that the only reason why you got the game?
No, I got the game because I was hyped. Like, I got the original game and barely played it, but then everybody says My Hero 1 Justice 2 is the best anime fighter right now. And so...
Well, yeah,
What's the better anime fighter?
it's a starved market, like, because all of them were bad.
Right, but it's the best.
I mean, let's
of
just
the
be
best.
Wait,
Yeah, we
anime
haven't got a
fighters
good, like,
is a
straight
starved
up
market?
anime
Am I
fighter.
missing
Anime
something?
arena
Not like-
fighters.
Yeah, anime or
Oh,
like
Anything that
okay.
anything that has the
Based on
Bandai
anime.
Namco fucking like
Kiss of Death.
Yeah.
that's not named Tekken.
I mean, Scarlet Nexus is on my
oh
wish
yeah,
list.
that's different. That's different. That's different. That's different. Scarlet wish list. Scarlet Nexus. Hey boo, holla at me. But I think one of the directors
Right.
liked my tweet, and it was just like, "Yo, this is the type of anime weeb fucking trash that I want." And it was just like retweet. I'm like, oh, hey,
It's like, hey.
you know you making some weeb trash that I likes.
Damn, Madrid, you beat me to the DaBaby shit post.
Just to get back to that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
No, that's not the baby.
not. I was about to be like,
That's right. Well, oh no. The thing he's saying is, what I was saying is
Yeah,
a
I watched the
DaBaby
video.
song with Roddy Ricch.
oh,
But yeah, the Demon Slayer movie was great.
Yeah, go see that.
And My
Go
Hero-
see it in theaters
My
too.
Hero-
Like,
Yes, please support
If
this
you're
shit,
able to catch
because
it-
this is the widest release I've seen of an anime movie. Go get vaccinated and go. Like, movie theaters are still doing social distance seating. So
That
if
was
you're
really
going with
nice.
a group of people that you trust, just all buy your tickets together. But if not, like, you buy a seat and they block off 2 seats. So you can be
Oh.
perfectly social distance in every direct. Yeah, Chris, that's why we bought all the tickets at once. Because
Okay,
if not,
cool.
we would have been 2
Hella
seats
far
apart in
apart.
every direction.
hey, and there's a AMC right over there by Cartridge. Like, it's all like kind of
Yeah.
right there too. Just a
Yeah.
just a.
I still haven't been to that movie theater.
It
We
was
went out by
cool.
Cumberland.
It was cool, and it's in the
They
city.
had reclining seats, but
Did not have
of
reclining
course, with my
seats.
luck, with my luck, the reclining seats that I was in didn't recline.
Very possible.
But you know, it was still comfortable.
But the other thing I did want to say though, like, this just kind of like, I feel like this is going to be a good push for like anime movies, because the My Hero movie's coming up. That's going to be another fucking banker, and we're going to get the
I've
JJK
been
movie
saying this since the
probably
last-
like next year.
Yeah.
I've been saying
I need the JJK and the next My Hero movie to not be limited release.
And all you got to do is
I've
eat
been
your
saying
little
this last
redacted
time,
like
there's a
right
resurgence
before.
in anime movies.
What'd you say, Jim?
Like, I said, I've been saying this since the last couple. I think it was the first My Hero movie where I started saying, like, we're having a big resurgence in anime movies again.
yeah,
like-
because now we have big anime that have big pushes behind them. That's why I really thought the second part of the final season of Attack on Titan would have been a movie before I saw where Attack on Titan got. Because
Hey, they still might make a movie after that season.
No, that the rumbling is probably going to be a movie.
I don't know. Just judging by how far they made it in the first half of the season, I think they could finish the rest of it in another half a season. But, you know, we gotta wait a year to see. I wouldn't be against them doing a movie. I wouldn't be against them doing the season of the anime, getting to the end, and then the very end being a fucking movie, because the very fucking end, it would just be insane. So, while we're on our anime thing, Madrid, you put out this trailer for this game in the notes. Lost Soul aside?
Yeah, Lost Soul aside. So basically, it's a Chinese game that's been going around. That's been like talked about or like started on in like 2015, I want to say. Like around the same time Final Fantasy 15 came out, and it's kind of in that same vein of being like an action like styled game, you know? Like shouts out to Cam Hawkins. He was on our show a while back. But he's going super hard for this game. He's like, yo, I've been interested in this shit since it like debuted. He's already putting that in talks as like game of the year and shit. So I went and checked it out, and this game looks fucking awesome. It's like a Devil May Cry style, just like do cool shit, action, hack and slash,
right.
like
big DMC,
big like anime energy, and it's coming from like a solo dev in China. Basically Sony saw it and they were like, oh yeah, this looks dope. Let's pump a little money in this and then start up our Chinese gaming initiative.
Actually, the company that makes this game got bought by Tencent.
Well,
it has a majority stake in. Yeah, Tencent has a majority stake in that company. Just to let you know.
Well, that yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's all it needs to
Tencent money
say.
has yet to ruin a game. Like, to be fair, like Tencent, they may be kind of nefarious, but Tencent money has yet to take a game that was already looking good and make it bad. It just seems to be a fucking bank account that developers can tap into to like make the cool shit that they want.
True
to make,
shit.
which I'm not against.
And we've been getting some dope games come out of China, and then there's still some more like in the docket, like that Wukong game.
Yeah, Black Myth Wukong.
Oh man,
yeah.
that shit looks incredible. And I'm not even like a Soulsborne Kiro type guy, you know, but that shit looks dope.
Well, I mean, while there were some Soulsborne elements in the trailer, it just looked like a third-person character action game.
It looks more like Devil May Cry and like what Platinum would be putting out.
Well, there's that, but there's also in that trailer like scenes of him doing like Dynasty Warriors type combat. So, at no point in any Souls game has there ever been a Dynasty Warriors part. So, I don't.
You're talking about Lost Soul?
No, well, Lost Soul did have that, but I'm talking about Black Myth.
Oh,
Wukong.
okay. Oh, yeah. True. It seems pretty flexible, though, like, as a game. Like, it definitely pulls from different kind of, like, of the action genres.
Right,
so that's interesting.
Like, that's one of the things that I like about how
it's like
games
next
have been
gen
going
or
lately.
current, like, new gen. What do we want to call this?
You can call it new gen. New gen works. For me, it's current gen. For you guys, it's next gen.
What are you trying to say?
Humble
Y'all
brag
don't have
over here.
a current gen console.
You don't know what I have.
It's not my fault. Where's your? I stay ready, Madrid.
Yeah, nigga, got down. Now keep that cat down.
It was funny just seeing the laser hit your face off that mouse.
I'm like Cyborg.
I don't know.
But yeah, this is definitely a game like everybody should check out and put on their radar.
Yeah, it's definitely on my radar now. Like Black Myth Wukong was the last Chinese game that's on my radar, and now I have. I was looking last week's notes trying to remember the name of this game.
Genshin. Because that's how
Lost Soul aside.
That's getting this PS5 update.
Yeah, when Genshin gets its PS5 update, actually it might have came out.
I think that was today.
But I'm definitely going to give Genshin another fair shake.
Yeah, I thought you stayed ready.
I've been on my Switch controller today. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Hey.
But the reason I've been on my Switch controller today, thanks for the setup, has been the new Monster Hunter update. We got our Monster Hunter Rise 2.0 update, and it is hitting. They added 3 Elder Dragons and a surprise monster that I'm not going to spoil here for anybody listening. We might spoil it on tomorrow's recording of squad sessions, but yeah.
I thought of a joke,
Monster
but that
Hunter,
will spoil it too.
Yeah, there's nothing you can say about this monster without anybody who's played any Monster Hunter knowing exactly what you're talking about. But, yeah, they dropped the Monster Hunter 2.0 update, unlocked the Hunter rank, so you can get up to 20, and then there's a mission you have to do at Hunter rank 20, and then you can get up to 30, there's a mission there, and then 40, there's a mission there. But after you beat the HR 40 mission, the next Hunter rank cap is 999. So I'm not sure if they're motivating us to get to that. I don't know what's coming in this 3.0 update, like what the requirements are going to be for that. But just the content that they've added, as somebody like, before this update came out, I did all the village quests, all the low and high rank hub quests, and all the side quests. And now I just crossed 100 hours, and I have more stuff to do. Like, I'm out here trying to get the 3 Elder Dragons they added. I don't think it's a big surprise to anybody that they added Chameleos, Kushala, and Teostra. And they gave Teostra a great
Kushala's
sword.
back.
Yeah, apparently they were like a trinity in games pre-world.
Yeah.
Which I never knew.
It's like Chameleos' poison's like good against Kushala's like steel body.
Poison is good against
and his
Kushala.
ice is good against Teostra's like fire.
Well, Kushala maybe only did ice because we were in the Frost Islands when we fought it, but Kushala does like Dragon Blight now. And there are a lot of like there's a lot of quality of life improvements because now Teostra's tornadoes, A, they look cooler, but B, you can tell where they are better than you could in World or even GU. Because they're like, they have like outlines. Like you can clearly see where a Kushala tornado is. Where in World, like you'd be like, what the fuck? Like I'm just getting hit by wind pressure. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And Teostra, his supernova's bigger, but a lot more choreographed. So you can definitely see Teostra's improvement. But yeah, I think this was a good direction for them to go in as far as they added every single armor set as layered armor in the game, which is great. I've really enjoyed that. They've added every Palico and Palamute armor as layered set, so I literally today decided I'm going to look up the best Palamute gear in the game. They removed the cap on your Hunter rank as well as your Palico and Palamute ranks, so I got to see how high those go now. But they really took off the training wheels and everything in this update hits hard as shit. Like even my mix set that I made going into like end game rise of just having like the good stuff that I need for a greatsword. Looking at the defense on the new stuff, I'm like, oh shit, I really might have to cook up a new set with Kushala and Teostra and maybe Chameleos, but Chameleos doesn't really have any of the skills that I'd use for a greatsword set. He seems really good if you're using something like Gun Lance. But yeah, Chris, we got you on today. How are you feeling?
Oh yeah, I did a couple hunts. I'm feeling good about it. I need to jump in and do some solo village quests and kind of get into the groove of just playing the game and not when you guys are just on. But other than that, I'm still loving this game. It's a lot of fun. I think I did the 3rd level. Yeah,
you're Hunter rank 3 down.
And who we fight? Gallo or someone?
Oh, Magnamalo.
I
need to put hands on Magnamalo.
Yeah, that fight was actually kind of fun.
Down to curb stomp.
I think it was the first time that I fought a monster, and I was like, is a little bit different. He actually has some like mechanics to him.
Yeah, Magnamalo. So you fought the low rank hub quest Magnamalo, but at the same time, like I feel like you're getting to the point. Like when you hop on, we do enough with you that you are starting to get the flow of getting into the game. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you know, Chris, whenever you want, just hit me up. As long as it's after like 4 p.m. any day, I will run some Rise hunts with you. Okay. That goes for all our listeners too. Like, hit me up on Discord, hit me up on Twitter. If you're trying to run some Monster Hunter, either I will run games with you or I will find somebody to run games with you, because
I am curious how this hunter rank goes up to 99 if there's nothing.
999.
999?
Uh-huh.
How do you level up your hunter rank? Because all I know now is I do like the missions that I have to.
Yeah,
and then
so
my hunter rank goes up.
Right now, before the update dropped, it would work where you had to do X amount of hub quests, and then you do an urgent quest, and that urgent quest would up your hunter rank. Mm-hmm. Now, the way it works is more similar to how it worked in World and GU, where in the background it's tracking all the hunts you do and saving that experience.
Mm.
And
so it's more experience based instead of like level based?
Instead of quest based. So, like, that was something that even Kuma asked me about a while ago, about how do they just have all these quests. And in World, there were more HR breaks, so you'd get to a certain hunter rank, and you'd be stuck at that hunter rank because you can't beat the hunt or whatever. And so you do other stuff. You do optional quests, you do investigations, you do stuff like that, and in the background it would keep track of your progress. It wouldn't actually increase your hunter rank until you hit that break, and then when you do the quest to break your hunter rank, it would level you up to whatever. So that's part of the reason for me when I did all the hub and village quests, because it was before the update, it didn't keep track of any of that, which kind of sucks, because I'd probably be like hunter rank. I'd be over 100 at this point if they kept track of all the hunts that I did. But because you're doing it post the update being out, any additional quests you do, like even that hunt you did with Draco that was a 1-star earlier, it's keeping track of that experience. So when you complete hunter rank 7, it'll count towards your overall hunter rank, getting you to the level 20 break.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's a good thing as far as like if anybody was worried about getting in now, because a lot of people are in endgame and stuff. Mm-hmm. Anything you do from this point on is just counting towards your overall hunter rank, which will just keep improving. So like 1 through 7 there are set amounts of hub quests and set amount of village quests and stuff that you got to do to like further your hunter rank. But once you get past 7, the next break's 20, and then the next break's 30, and then after 40 is 999. So all these hunts, that's why I was like, I'm totally willing to help you, because helping you helped me get to 30 earlier. So I had done the level 20 stuff. I'm back to the point that all of the available hub quests that are in the game I've beaten now. And so I'm perfectly willing to help you, because it helped me get to level 30, where I was able to do Kushala.
Fair enough. Okay.
So yeah, it's not like early game 1 through 7. It is way more based on, we need you to do these assigned quests that get you your urgent, that when you do your urgent you level up. But once you get past that point, it starts working like a more traditional Monster Hunter game of, because even in GU, I want to say I got to like hunter rank 8, and then when I beat the stuff for hunter rank 8, it just unlocked it and I jumped straight to 40.
Oh damn.
because I was doing other stuff and helping people and grinding stuff out. So it was keeping track of all of that in GU because I played GU after like the lifespan of the game. And even like World and Iceborne, if you were to start World or Iceborne now, all of the optional investigations, all of like the side stuff you're doing is counting towards that number that once you get past the Hunter rank and Master rank breaks, you're just basically, it's more of like a typical JRPG leveling system of like experience and stuff like that.
That's cool.
So, while we're on these games that people have played already, I want to talk about the May PlayStation Plus games. You don't like any of them, Chris? None of these blow your skirt up? None of these get you excited?
Not really.
So,
but, I mean, it's Battlefield 5, I think, is on there.
yeah, so looking at the
I want that old
list,
ass game.
Weak.
I mean, I don't like a Battlefield 5. I don't
sorry,
like
this is
Battlefield
weak.
games.
Yeah,
but
this
it's
shit is a
super
trash
weak.
ass drop. Like, come on, like they're like,
It
we're
is. I mean,
it
doing all
has
our
stuff
resources
that-
on play at home. Like, fucking
Yeah,
clearly.
and I mean, play at home's going to continue. So, like, that's one of the things. You can still go get
we
Horizon
not still
Zero
at
Dawn.
home. Like, that's the problem. Like, the fuck.
You just at home because you were recording the podcast. You was at work.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. We not at home. Like, they're not about to continue that shit that much longer. Like, come on. Let's be real.
I mean, we
Right.
thought Horizon Zero, like, we really thought that first drop of games they did when they did, like, Journey and stuff was going to be the end. And since then, we've gotten some quality stuff. So, I mean, this is kind of a weak month for PlayStation Plus, but we've had weaker months.
Last month was weak.
So-
That's true.
Last month was weak?
Yeah.
Oddworld Soulstorm was a brand new game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
but
like a
Oddworld
niche,
Soulstorm isn't that great of a
population of like gamers. If anything, that was a good move on their part, and they were like, all right, maybe more people will play our game than originally intended.
True.
Drum up some buzz. But like, what else was on there? Days Gone. Ugh, I'm not about to play that.
There are people out there that
I
like
claimed
Days
it, but I'm not about to play that shit.
And then Zombie Army 4,
That's good for
apparently
them.
there are enough people that like Zombie Army games that played enough for
Damn,
there to
how
be
many
a number
fucking
4.
zombie games are they gonna give us on this on goddamn PlayStation Plus? Every other month there's a goddamn zombie game.
Well, so looking at May's games, we're getting Wreckfest, Drive Hard, Die Last,
Or some fucking car
Battlefield
games.
5.
Like,
and Stranded Deep.
they need to mix it up. That's
I
all
mean,
I'm saying.
I'll probably give Battlefield 5's Battle Royale mode a shake.
Not with that new Apex about to drop.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to list all the games. We can talk about Apex. So Apex last week, we started talking about the arena mode coming, and we weren't 100% sure what it was, but now we've gotten a complete blowout of the arena mode.
This shit looks
And
dope.
Valorant, you better watch the fuck out, because it's a 3v3 like PvP mode like we all knew already, but they're using modified versions of existing maps as well as completely new maps.
Yeah, I think like 2 new maps.
Yeah, 2 to start, but they're going to do more going forward.
No, this shit's about to hit.
They have a buy phase, so think about Valorant and Counter-Strike. Think about the buy phase that you do every round. And to avoid power snowballing, either
Think
you
about
can
Rogue
bank your
Company.
points.
Yeah.
Did Rogue Company had a buy phase?
Yeah.
Like, my memories of Rogue Company are so hazy.
Buy phase, you buy your abilities, the same thing, and you're gonna be able to buy like your abilities and shit for Apex.
Yeah, so, like, it doesn't matter what hero you, or legend you actually play in the arena mode of Apex. It seems like it only matters, like, if you're buying their abilities. So some of that also makes sense for the Lifeline buff, because, or the Lifeline nerf, because Lifeline would have been broken in this. if she could up people with a shield, that's like giving her 2 abilities in one in the arena.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, that nerf makes more sense now that I see what this mode is, so I kind of get it.
Yeah, I just listened to the episode and you were super mad about the nerf, and like
I still am.
in the battle royale context.
I still am.
It doesn't make as much sense, but in the arena, because she's the only person, like, if you're downed, unless somebody does first aid, like, you will be out. And for Lifeline to have an ability that just gets somebody up, it really changes the dynamic of how I think all the heroes is going to be really interesting. Like, if you don't really use your tactical or your ultimate on any given hero, you can save those points and use them on weapons. You can use them on abilities. You can use them on, like, grenades, anything like that.
Yeah.
So, instead of having to loot and all that stuff, you can really just decide, okay, I want to go into this with the R301 and an alternator and not really have to worry about finding those guns in the heat of battle, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm super fucking excited to play this. Like, this, and they're like, yeah, this is just kind of like setting up for future shit. And like I've said it before, the thing I really liked about Apex is they weren't afraid to try shit. Like, they'll just test out new modes, and after a while you could tell, like, oh, these new modes are just y'all testing shit to see how it works and see how we like it. Mm-hmm. So, you know, there's still going to be new stuff coming in Battle Royale, and then with this, they're just going to be building on top of it. Now, imagine this, but it's like 4v4, 5v5, 6v6, like Overwatch what? In the fucking dirt, baby. Like, come on. In the respawn room.
We talked about Jeff Kaplan leaving Blizzard last week. I mean, he totally could go to Respawn and give that push of like, hey, here's what I know.
No. Respawn, just don't. No, you're doing fine, honey. Keep minding your business.
Hey, I got some ideas for y'all. Like, nah.
I mean, Respawn was born of the teams that worked on Modern Warfare 2 and Halo 3. So
I get that.
I mean, if we get Jeff Kaplan from Overwatch,
they're doing fine. Let them. Nah. We don't need another cook in that kitchen. Like, Respawn's doing fine. They're not having any problems. Like, let them just
They're
be
doing
happy.
great. Unless he's going over there to work on their servers, which I don't think that's in his wheelhouse.
that is right. That is not.
Then no, they're fine. Like, with server operators or whoever the fuck, people up there with some goddamn paint and ramen noodles, like, fucking make that shit shake. We need to get that fixed. But with this just being like 6 people in a match, I think that'll run much smoother.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll see after the first week.
Oh yeah,
of
that's
going
to be a shit show. Like, just
the
just
first
because.
week of this new season, between Valkyrie and the fact that they're removing numbers, so people are just going to see Apex Legends Legacy, and they're going to see that there's Titanfall stuff. Oh my god, these servers are going to be dead.
Oh my god, I can't fucking wait, yo! This shit's about to be so good. I kind of like put my streaming hat away, but I think I'll stream a little bit of this just for the culture.
Yeah, and I mean, so I didn't get to fully break down what the arena mode is. The arena mode is 3v3. At the beginning of each round, you have a buy phase. To prevent power snowballing, you get reset. So, like, if you buy a gun, you don't keep that gun for the additional rounds, but you can bank points, and so you could buy a more powerful gun for the second round. If you, like, let's say you lose the first round, but because everybody just bought, like, a P2020. And then you go into that second round and everybody has a Mozambique fully kitted. Because you can buy attachments, you can buy... We already talked about the abilities and how crazy that's going to be. Especially the fact that they boosted, or they buffed Fuse's Knuckle Cluster. I got there.
They buffed it. Oh man.
Yeah,
but it's probably
it's gonna
more.
have two
It's probably
charges
like
now.
expensive though. Like more
Yeah.
expensive than usual.
Yeah, I think that as far as the tacticals and the ultimates, because think about something like Revenant's Death Totem. Yeah,
And then, fucking, I was thinking about this, Loba's old, like Lifeline's old. I think those are like practically useless.
I mean, they talked about care packages coming mid-round, and every round the care packages get better. So if Lifeline has enough points to buy her care package at the final round, and you're getting like red or yellow kitted weapons in those care packages, I think that could be kind of...
And think about it. Think about it.
You
The
think-
moment you
you
see
think
that
that's gonna
Lifeline care
work like
package
that?
come down, throw down that Loba ult, steal everything right from out of their hands.
I mean, it would have to work in some kind of way like that, because at this point you kitted or gotten the weapons that you wanted, and maybe you're missing a couple pieces, so there would be no point that you would get a care package in and then just like it's some shit that you don't even, or lower level stuff that you can't even use, because so it would be just a waste of an ult. So I guess it would have to like gradually go up based on matches.
Oh,
Well, yeah, I'm sure Respawn's thought about all of this.
Yeah.
And apparently people got to play both the new hero and the new mode early.
yeah, EA, Respawn, what the fuck? Like, hey, I'm over here. I love Apex.
We're all over here.
We
right
play
here,
we play
Cheesy
the shit out of
Controller
Apex.
Podcast.
We do a podcast. I tweet about it. Our Discord, fucking nothing but Apex. Fuck with us, you know. You didn't send us a fight night robe. You know, you didn't call us in to play test this and then tweet about
Right.
it. We would have did a whole
No
fucking
heirloom
episode about
weapons,
it.
nothing. Come on.
A whole episode. 2 hours. But yeah, you know, just put us on your radar. If y'all are listening,
Right, put us on a mailing list or
tweet
something.
Respawn and be like, yo, fuck with the cheesy controller. Say that. Just say fuck with the cheesy controller. You probably
They don't know
shouldn't
how to
say
find
that,
us.
but you know, think of something more eloquent.
Tag your tweet with hashtag cheesy controller podcast, because you know if you go to that you just find links to us and our stuff. So tag all your tweets at Respawn. Fuck with the hashtag cheesy controller podcast. So one of the other games you dropped in the Discord this week, Madrid, was We Are Caretakers.
Yeah. So actually,
It low-key had me triggered because I'm getting out of the caretaking industry, but
sorry about that, my brother. You know, I work in the food service industry, so
right, I had to get out of that before I had to get out of the caretaking industry. So, you know, service. Like, if you work in the service industry, we appreciate you. We love you. We are all there or have
you're
been
actually
there.
the best.
Yes.
Right, yeah. You are the backbone of society, and we love and appreciate all of you. I tip handsomely when I eat at restaurants.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the fuck else to do.
Yeah. Always tip.
Always tip.
At least 30%. Fuck that 15-20% bullshit. At least 30%.
If they're taking cash, drop that cash. But yeah, so
Madrid,
we are
Caretakers.
caretakers. Basically, I was listening to "Spawn on Me" by Khalif Adams. Shouts out to Khalif. Yo, also mention him. Be like, yo, you should fuck with a cheesy controller. But that's besides the point. So basically, it's like from an indie dev. I think it's Heart-Shaped Games.
Heart-Shaped Games?
Heart-Shaped Games. Yeah. So basically, they're making this game. It's like you're caretakers for like livestock. Well, not livestock, but like it's. I want to say it's set in Africa. Like I don't remember which country specifically, or if they made one up or whatever. So it's kind of got like an Afro-futuristic like kind of vibe to it, and you're protecting animals from poachers basically. So it's like a RTS kind of like turn-based like style
right.
game.
Let me read their
Run
like,
through their
elevator pitch. Yeah, so We Are Caretakers is an Afrofuturistic sci-fi squad management RPG about protecting endangered animals and your planet from extinction. Recruit, train, manage, and build squads of arcane protectors called the Caretakers after the massive energy barrier that separates you from a wider universe mysteriously falls. Oh, the separator falls. Blending inspirations from Ogre Battle, XCOM, Darkest Dungeon, and Northgard. We Are Caretakers is a strategy game like nothing else you've played before. Grow a resistance over 70 characters while managing your reputation, funds, animals, and alliances. It's available for purchase now on Steam for $15.99, which is 20% off the regular price, and 10% of their proceeds goes to saving the rhinos.
That way.
Even better. Even
It's
better.
all pretty fucking dope.
All right, so this is definitely another game you should check out because there's not a lot of that kind of messaging and like style in games. Like, well, like Afrofuturism, we don't see that a whole lot. It's more present in like books or comics and shit like that, but not so much in video games, which it really should be. And TV shows, Amazon Prime, crank out more trauma
Can I be
porn.
ignorant for a second
What's up?
Hit me.
and ask what is Afrofuturism?
Okay,
It's what it says on the tin, homeboy. Exactly like it says on the tin. It's a sci-fi futurism based around the aesthetics of Africa. So it's like lots of gold, lots of like a lot of the contrast between gold and black, a lot of what Black Panther's aesthetic. If we're being 100, like the Black Panther movie,
the
a
Black
lot of
Panther
that.
movie, it's like here's what Afrofuturism looks like. If you ain't know.
It has its roots as early dating back as the mid 20th century, but I'm just looking at the Wikipedia page of Afrofuturism. It's a cultural aesthetic, philosophy of science, and philosophy of history that explores developing intersection of African diaspora culture with technology.
Diaspora.
So just take like African culture, mash it up with technology, and it's like
Remove the colonizers, and then boom.
Right, yeah.
This is what you get.
take like steampunk, but instead
I
of
like
like
that.
the Industrial Revolution,
Well,
you
no,
just have
steampunk
Africa.
is actually the whole thing about steampunk is they're more about the protesting Victorian colonialism. That's the thing about steampunk. Like that's the punk part of steampunk is
I
that
mean,
whole
because
like
you have to have
World
some.
War I era like colonialism.
Can't really call yourself punk without being a little punk.
Yeah, you gotta be rebelling against some sort of system.
Yeah.
Right.
A system of oppression, brother.
But
Thanks
yeah,
for clearing that up.
I definitely recommend anybody who's playing games on PC, check it out. It's in Steam Early Access right now.
Nice.
Like I said, 20% off. 10% of their proceeds goes towards saving the rhinos, so,
Yeah, is that not a worthy cause in and of itself? Because these motherfuckers are out here hunting rhinos for just one simple piece, and that's just their horn. Like, I know we fuck with
Right,
Monster
in
Hunter, but
Monster
like,
Hunter,
come on,
yeah.
like that's
nothing actually dies from us playing Monster
Right.
Hunter. There's-
But also, like,
none of the
narratively
things
in
we're
Monster
kill-
Hunter, we're doing conservation because especially in Worlds, what we're hunting is an invasive species
Invasive
that's taking
species.
over everything. So
we're trying to balance the ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? And with this, like that shit serves zero purpose. Like, let's be real here.
no, it serves one purpose, and it's the purpose we all hate: capitalism.
So when
Yep.
Make a species go extinct to try and make some cash.
inevitably, when I make a
Yep.
video game and you go to kill God, it's just going to be capitalism. And
No, you
people's
find out God's just the CEO of a business.
and people's perception of fucking money, morality, It's all just
Is that
a sham.
who replaced Jeff Bezos?
God?
No.
No. Okay.
But
If God was a bald white man, I would literally fucking shoot myself.
Yeah, we all know God is a black woman. A black trans woman.
You know,
I'm gonna be
I
100
would
here.
end
I don't
it.
think God's a person. I don't think God's a person.
See,
Yeah,
God's
but
a
if
concept.
God were to represent themselves as a person, I think it'd be a black trans woman.
Nah, honestly, I lean more to like OG Bible, so I'm thinking it has to be in metaphor to make it make sense. So it'll never appear as something sensible, like a burning bush or something with a million eyes telling you not to fear before your brain melts from looking at it.
I think, simply speaking, God is just love. He's just the love of all things. And the opposite
All
of
people,
that
true.
is
all
not hate, but it's
organisms.
just the absence of. Boom.
Amen.
Right, we're getting real
I only
deep.
speak in affirmations.
All right, so I mean, while we're I'm
Talking
gonna get
about God.
as far. Oh yeah, like while
The
we're talking
Religious
about
Controller
God,
podcast. How many
Actually,
fucking
while we're talking
spin-offs are we
about
gonna have?
God. Yeah, actually, talk about fighting God. How is everyone enjoying Nier? Who's played it so far?
Ooh,
I'm enjoying it. I've just been too tired to focus on it,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
don't like Nier can't have me in a tired
Okay,
state.
so-
I feel like that game deserves my undivided attention.
Yes.
And if I'm getting distracted
Yes.
by how tired I
had
am, I
a
just can't play
very
it.
existential and like fucking introspective moment playing it, and I was just like, wow, I'm really just up here playing a video game about like a person living their life whose life was like another person's life in a different time, and I'm like, damn, do they know that I'm controlling them right now? Is there somebody out there controlling me right now? Play a video game? Because if you ever played a video game that's playing another video
actually,
game,
there is somebody. You see, you have your
Yeah, we're-
universal double. So in the universe, there's another version of you,
yeah,
and that version of you does the opposite of everything that you do. But unlike you, it knows
silly
about
bitch.
you. You don't know about it. So are you really in control of your decisions, or is your double just doing the opposite and making you think that?
and that's how you get near replicant.
And that's how you get Nier Replicant.
Talk about it.
Actually-
I felt real. I was like, yo, god damn, because I just started thinking about
I'm-
automata and all the like,
Oh yeah.
and all the like
It's
symbolisms
like seeing
and
Popola, seeing the twins again has me feeling the type of way. Like
with that music. Devil is just up
Right?
there singing, hitting them notes. I'm just like, baby, god damn, this game's too good. I'll put my controller down and just sit there and just like ponder about life.
oh yeah, like when I got to the junk pile for the first time, I just sat there for like 10 minutes to listen to that track.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Actually, I have to go find the blacksmith's mom or something.
Oh, I actually managed to pass you then. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
I just been fucking around. I was like, all right, let me do some of these side quests. So I don't know, like, if I want to do a good cadence of like just knocking out side quests and then doing mainline shit. But I know with like a lot of Nier games, I end up just like mainlining it and doing like a couple side quests that are just like on along the way. So that's basically what I've been doing.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. I just got Kai to join the party, so we're traveling together
Kane?
now. Yeah, Kane.
Yeah. Shouts out to her.
Like-
Like that intro when
Shouts
she's like ripping
out to her.
Vice a fucking new one. Oh
Right?
my god.
Oh no! You gotta hear what she says during the boss fight. She's over there. She's a fucking savage. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, Kanye's a monster.
both
I love
Weiss
her.
and the player character are both like, girl. I understand this is a monster, but yo, you
Yo, let's chill out a little bit.
can't go around saying things like
Yo, I
that.
fucking love Guillermo Vice, bro. Like, like that's my guy.
I love how no one gives a fuck. It's like he's like, I am Grimoire Weiss,
you just
wielder of the arc. Shut up, Weiss.
You just see
No
a
one
fucking
cares.
book just up here floating, and I'm like, I like how everybody's super casual about this right here, just like fucking, oh, I'm Grimoire Weiss. I can take down nations. I can tie my own shoestrings. Like.
And then everyone's response is just like, bitch, you don't have feet.
It's like, okay, nigga, and that's nice.
How you ain't got no limbs.
Yo, so Square, I signed up for that Grimoire sweepstakes. So why don't y'all fuck with me? Like that's all this episode is manifestation. So why don't y'all send me that book though? Yeah, I'll make some content with it.
Right. I've bought every Nier book in existence thus far.
Right.
You could just go ahead and send me the additional ones. Yes, I bought Yorha Boys. Yes, I bought Long Story Short and Short Story Long. Yes, I bought both the Nier World Guides. You know, you could just send me Grimoire Weiss.
Vice?
And I'll
I know it.
Right?
I know. I get it. I know.
all this shit.
It don't make no sense.
Square, I just bought the Shadowbringers art book. Like, hook me up.
Come on, fuck with us. Fuck with us. Come on, baby, fuck with us. You know we good for it.
Please pay for my playtime.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Give
yeah.
Chris some.
I don't wanna do that
Really
no
hook
more.
us all up with some Final Fantasy 14 playtime. We definitely pushed the gospel of Final Fantasy 14
shit.
even harder.
I'd find a team. I do all the raids. Savage even.
Man,
Fuck
I'm
it.
out here doing all the raids for these trophies. Speaking of trophies, you could get a trophy if you play Guilty Gear Strive well enough.
Well enough.
Guilty Gear Strive.
It's like, yo,
Good
you
enough?
whooped that dude's ass.
What
Hell
is
yeah.
well enough?
That's just the name of the trophy.
Hopefully, Guilty Gear Strive's trophy list isn't like ridiculous, because
Hopefully,
You know what? I'm willing to bet there's gonna be a trophy for getting into heaven, and that's gonna be a bitch. I'm saying it right now.
yeah, but then again, fighting games don't usually prioritize their trophies around online.
yeah, because when
Like,
you do,
they
they
usually-
become fucking bugged out like fighters.
Yeah.
That shit was ridiculous. It's like, yo, watch 2 arena matches. I can't watch fucking 1.
Yeah, like
I'm just up here doing a fucking backflip. Like, I'm not even trying
Dragon
to
Ball
fight.
Fighters is probably the fighting game I'm closest to the platinum in. The only like fighting game that has trophies like intrinsically tied to online, really, like is Street Fighter V, and we all know like Street Fighter V isn't doing a whole lot right at this time. But Guilty Gear Strive is having an open beta test number 2. The details have been announced. It will be available on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 from 8 p.m. PST on May 13th. So for us on the West Coast, that's 11 p.m. on May 13th to 7:59 p.m. on May 16th. So that is, what, 10:59 p.m.? on the 16th for us here on the East Coast. So, if you have a PS4 or PS5, hop in on this beta test. They have GMT times. Go to Arc System Works at Arc System Works U on Twitter to get some more information. It looks like they're adding Eno as a playable character to this beta. So
Yeah.
there's a lot.
I think the whole roster would be playable.
Which that'd be really cool.
That's
considering
what
they're
I'm here to play Eno. That's all I'm gonna play.
That's what it
I'm
seems
just gonna
like,
play
'cause
Eno.
if-
It's over.
Because if Eno's playable, like, Anji should be playable too.
I think Anji was listed. I think Anji's gonna be playable.
And if
too.
Anji's
Yeah, I
playable,
didn't
I'm
know
definitely
what
gonna
his
fuck with
name
some
was.
Anji, because Anji's a fucking monster. Like, he's the goddamn mix at 6. Like, holy shit. And it's just a buff dude with Zetsu fans. Like,
Yeah, so looking at it, I mean, we talked about it on the podcast, how much fun we had with the original open beta, but, or the most recent beta, and, like, they canceled my pre-order because it got delayed, but I'm definitely looking forward to playing this again and then re-upping my pre-order just so that I am ready to go for when this game comes out, because Guilty Gear can do no wrong in my eyes right now. Like, even with all their broken shit, I was still ready to pay full price and pre-order the, like, Ultimate Edition of Guilty Gear Strive. So,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm excited for this game. I'm excited to see what they implement. I want to get my hands back on it. I want to play. I want to control Remlethal and, like, fucking stab people with giant great swords again. You know, I want to listen to that killer soundtrack. And those colorways they put out. Oh my god. Mwah. Chef
That's
Kiss.
why I'm getting the Ultimate
Dark
Edition.
Skin
Because I'm gonna-
Eno. Yeah. Fucking that shit should just be canon. It is canon. Fuck it. You heard it here first. Good lord.
Yeah, I dropped all those in fighting games, like all the dark skin colorways with additional, even more heat. So
Yeah, like Guilty Gear, Team Red, Arxis, thank you for doing that, like, all the time.
yeah, thank you for doing it well all the time, because the last thing we need is a fighting game character in blackface.
Yeah.
And that is like,
Oh,
that's the
yikes.
farthest thing than what we're getting.
Yeah, the last thing we need is, like, May with fucking, like, cornrows and, like, Diva with box braids or some shit, you know?
Right. We don't need Ronda Rousey in our fighting games. Looking at you, Mortal Kombat.
Oh god.
Alright, so does anybody have one more thing before we wrap? I know it's been kind of a short episode, but we covered, like, a lot, you know?
Yeah.
They should be showing Ratchet and Clank stuff tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, there'll be a new state of play. They showed that the female character's name is Rivet.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a new trailer for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Mm-hmm.
I found out, so you know how Ratchet and Clank games, they have like the quest for booty or up your arsenal. It's always like innuendos.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the one for this one is, like, Rift Apart is ripped a fart.
I love Ratchet and Clank.
Right? Now, this is definitely a one game that I'm looking at for PS5 that I'm like, yeah.
Right?
I mean,
this-
to be honest, it's the one game that's
justifiable.
it's the only game that really wants me to buy a PS5.
Yeah.
Resident Evil Village wants you to buy a PS5 because
My computer can play Resident Evil Village.
with ray tracing. Oh well, I forgot.
Yes.
You do have a
True.
graphics card that'll do.
Final
ray tracing.
Fantasy VII Integrate. I hate that it's behind that paywall, but, you know.
Oh yeah, this Yuffie DLC. I'm gonna.
Fuck.
I really hope when I bring over my save data from PS4, it brings over my trophies, so I can just keep going and beat the game and then do the UC DLC. But if it doesn't bring over my trophies, I'm starting over.
Got to.
You might as well. Honestly, like, that game's good enough to start it over. Like, even without a, like, New Game Plus or any save data, just fuck it, go for it.
Well, yeah. So, Final Fantasy VII Integrate.
And I feel like
That-
it'll be a little more streamlined. Like, I hope they cut out some of that. This is definitely a loading screen.
My thing about that is, while that is very evident, at the same time, there would be times where I'm squeezing through a crack and there'd be exposition happening. They're like explaining something that I need to know.
They can do
There'd
that
be-
at any time. They can do that while you're fucking Buster Sword deep in a goddamn doggo that's trying to rip your fucking corroded out. Like, it's fine.
That sounded dirty.
Actually, speaking of doggos, I just got to the desert of Nier. Those wolves are becoming a freaking problem. Those wolves have counters.
Hey, Coyote Stark said
Bullshit.
it the best. Wolves don't howl alone.
Okay. Well, the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about before we get too far gone, we talked about this during the Nintendo Direct where it was announced, but fuck DC Heroes, DC Superhero Girls, that DC game that none of us said we were going to play.
It's also a show.
Like, huh?
It's also a show.
Fuck both the show and the game. You cannot keep sitting here and
Whitewashing characters.
They whitewashed Bumblebee and they made, what's her name?
Amanda Waller.
Yeah, Amanda Waller skinny.
Mm-hmm.
Like
No,
they made her
sick.
skinny and light
That
skin.
is-
Yeah.
They tried that once and it didn't work.
Well, this
Right,
is
and
also a little
now they're
kid show.
trying it again.
I mean, that doesn't
it
justify
doesn't fucking matter.
But like, why are they doing this? Like, why are we always making characters lighter? Like, why must we do that? That shouldn't be a thing. If anything, we need to make characters darker. You know, make it make sense.
You know, act like the sun's out.
Yeah, shit.
Right, act like melanin is good for your skin, scientifically speaking.
Like it's not the most prevalent, but you know, did not peep to that one, brother.
They're not. But before we get in another social justice rant, remember you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Anton6 with 3 X's. Chris, where can people find you?
They can find me at Chef and Chris.
Jalen?
Squid Bishop.
Madrid?
Bishop.
Madrid?
Bishop.
Madrid. This has been a No It's Good production. The video version is edited by Lana Twisted Mind. The audio version is edited by Akumasanti. Until next time, keep it cheesy.
Cheesy.